And I'm back in the kitchen now with John Whaite, and we're doing something for Father's Day.
We are. We're doing something very... This is the daddy of all sauces for my ribs.
Right.
And it's a barbecue sauce with a few different inspired ingredients, which I'll talk about in a second. So it's a really great recipe. And the thing is, my method of cooking ribs is much quicker, so you don't need low and slow for hours and hours. It's really quick. Right. So you can see here in my colander, I've got some ribs, and I've poached these in chicken stock or water just for 25 minutes. So you put them in, bring it to a boil, down to a simmer for 25 minutes. And that already cooks the ribs, so the meat's already cooked. So while they are simmering, you can get on with the actual barbecue sauce. Now, I know it's Bikini Promise One right now, so Sally B's probably going to be lurking by my car with a sharpened carrot ready to shank me. But this
it's a weekend.
It's Father's Day, so it's a festive treat. But I have got a recipe on there as well, which goes along with the Bikini Promise as well.
Right, so we've got a healthy one and a not so healthy one, but it's okay.
It's okay. It's okay, and it's a treat. It's Father's Day. So for the sauce, I've got in here my onion, and I've just sweated that down just for about 10 minutes. You don't want too much colour on there. Just make sure it goes soft and translucent. Okay. And then in with some garlic. You don't have to use the garlic, but this is a sort of Asian-inspired accumulation of flavours. So garlic's good here.
Oh, you need it. You do.
And I'm going to pop in there some dark brown muscovado sugar. So just 3 tablespoons. So it's not a great deal, and this does go a long way. But again, it's Father's Day. Just forget about it for now. So in with the sugar, and then in with some ketchup. Right. So quite a lot of ketchup in there. Tomato ketchup, just normal ketchup.
That is a lot, but that's okay.
But you're going to reduce it and get all the flavour.
Right.
A bit of vinegar as well, because that goes with the sugar then, so the sweetness and the sourness mix together and create what's called a gastrique. Doesn't sound very pleasant, but a gastrique? A gastrique. Sounds like a Frenchman, doesn't it? A French hunk. So in with some Worcester sauce as well. That's a key component in barbecue sauce. Right.
This is good, because a lot of this you'll have in the store cupboard anyway.
That's it. You know? That's it. Soy sauce and then some fish sauce. Now, the one obscure ingredient which you will be able to find is gochujang. It's in a lot of stores now. It's a Korean fermented soybean paste. Oh, right, OK. What if you can't get that? If you can't get that, don't worry. Just use sriracha or chili sauce or Tabasco. We've used sriracha before, but the gochujang is great as well. So there are alternatives, so don't sweat it if you can't find it. In with the gochujang. And all you do with that is just bring it to a boil, turn that down to a simmer, and let it go thick for 5 minutes. And that's fine. So then with the ribs, I'm going to get them, make sure they're nice and drained. Yeah. And just put those into a tray of some description. Or you can put them in a pasta bag. They're still very tender then? Oh, really tender. Ah, good, because that's what you want them almost falling off the bone. Oh, you do. You get that. Nice and meaty. And I always go for the bigger ribs. I like a thicker rib rather than little short ones. So in with the sauce. And then all I would do, I've not got a lot of time now, so I can't do it now, is just mush these together. Yes. And then put them onto a baking sheet, spread them out on a baking sheet, and put those into the oven. Right. So they go into the oven for about 15 minutes on quite a hot temperature. Okay. And that's to really crisp them up. If you don't want to use your hands on the ribs, what you can do is you can put them in a plastic bag, not a shopping bag, but a food Ziploc bag, whatever they're called. Put it in one of those and just mush them together and then put them on the baking sheet. But you can see how I've arranged them on the sheet. They are desperate Dan ribs, isn't it? Big ribs, big ribs. So I'm going to give you a fairly sizable rib there, Lorraine. And I've cut you a few pieces off ready. Normally, I'm doing a David Cameron again. You know, remember when he ate the hot dog with a knife and fork? Because normally I would just be grabbing that and giving it But no, you can't really do that. You can't. I've got that wee bit there. Well, but for this healthier version, while you eat that, for the healthier version, it's just honey, ginger, lime, soy sauce and sesame seeds. And you boil that up like the other sauce. That is too good. It's really, really easy. So you can have the healthier version if you like. And it's the same thing. You just cook the ribs in the same way. Make the sauce, coat the ribs, and then into the oven. Oh, my God. And there's also a recipe with this. So it's 3 recipes in one on this. I've got on there the skinny cold slaw. That was a mouthful. And that goes along with the Bikini Promise One as well. So there are options for those girls and boys out there who want to stick to the diets. What there's the naughty version for the... I know everybody's going to dive in, but can you save that for me? That's yours. Throw yourself upon it. Oh, I will do what I can. Don't mind if you get it. It's just the best. That is so good. It's gorgeous, isn't it?